I think it's fair to say you are best known to most audiences for having played Wolverine in the X-Men movies. And here we have a clip of you fighting, and it doesn't actually go so well, Mystique.
Oh, yeah, right.
So there are a couple of things that come out of this that I want to ask you about. One is Wolverine is 5'5".
Right.
You are 6'2".
Right.
So how on earth did you get yourself cast for this role?
I did about 7 auditions. Am I wired in completely? I want to do a little. Okay.
No.
I remember finally, I did audition, and then I went to see their head of production. We were talking, and he said, you know, it's just one problem. I hope the fans are not going to have a problem because the character's meant to be 5'5". And I said, Tom, really, it's going to be absolutely fine. Don't worry about a thing. I literally walked out like that. And actually, in the first movie, Chris,
Yes.
I never had my shoes on. Every other actor around me, the rule was, unless they were a kid, they had to be taller than me. People were on, I was literally crouching like that, shoes off. People were on planks and boxes all around me. So they went to a great effort. And I think after a while, they just gave up on that.
Okay, second question. How did you learn to deal with those claws?
You know, we were just watching that clip, Chris, and you know what came into my head? In that fight, I actually stabbed the double of Mystique. So in the beginning, they were, I don't know what we were thinking, they were actually metal and they were actually sharp. And I used to practice. I practiced at home and looked at, because I'd done a lot of fighting.
Right.
But never with another, I had to get used to another 9 inches beyond my hand as I'm fighting. So I had to adjust. So I'd practice, and I would follow through. I've stabbed my thighs. I had scars. I still have scars on my thighs. And in that particular scene, there's one thing where she's reaching for something, and I go to stab her arm. She forgot to move her arm, and I literally stabbed. It went about this deep into her arm, and I'll never forget it. I went white. I've literally just stabbed someone for the first time in my life. And the blood was burbling out, like bloop, 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 bloop. It was starting to come. And she just like this, and she goes, I've been stabbed by Wolverine. Blue, there was just blue and red just pouring down her arm because she was a stunt woman and she's a hell of a lot tougher than me. And it was a badge of honor for her.
You got so jacked for these movies, 9 Wolverine movies, and over the years people have wondered, did he juice? Did he take steroids?
No, I love my job and I love Wolverine. I've got to be careful what I say here, but I had been told anecdotally what the side effects are of that, and I was like, I don't love it that much.
Yeah, no.
So no, I just did it the old school way, and I tell you, I've eaten more chickens. I'm so sorry to all the vegans and vegetarians and to the chickens of the world. I've literally, the karma's not good for me. If the deity has anything related to chickens, I'm in trouble.
Finally, I understand that you're set to play in the next Deadpool movie, and even though your character, Logan, or Wolverine, was killed off in the last movie, you're going to play Wolverine again for the 10th time.
Yeah.
Why?
I mean, you categorize it as the Deadpool movie. We like to call it Wolverine 10. That's what we call it in our house.
Have you checked with Ryan Reynolds on this?
I don't need to check with them. I'm kidding. This is taking place, the story is pre-Logan, which is exactly as you said, where Logan died. So we're pre that in the storyline.
Okay.
And I honestly, Chris, I really thought I was done. Like I was at peace with it, fine. I got asked every day, either in interviews or Ryan Reynolds ringing me, can we do it again? I'm like, no, I'm done. Someone said to me, I think it was Deb, I think it was my wife. She said, after this, what is it you really want to do? And I was just driving down a day later and I thought, what do I want? And it came to me like that. Because when I keep thinking of me and Ryan, of Deadpool and Wolverine, which are classic comic book rivals, there's also a dynamic that I've never really got to do before as Wolverine.
But But the Music Man is not Wolverine, and with all due respect, and after this interview, affection, Hugh Jackman at 54 is not Hugh Jackman at 32.
True.
So how are you going to get in that kind of shape?
I've learned you can't rush it. I've learned that it takes time. So we have 6 months from when I finish to when I start filming. And I'm not doing any other work. I'm going to be with my family and train. That's going to be my job for 6 months. And I'm really fit right now. There's one thing that 8 shows a week, being on Broadway, singing and dancing, is I'm fit. So I'm healthy. I have a good place to start. And apologies, chickens, run a mile. Start running now because I'm coming for you.